What if you are in love with someone, but she doesn't feel that way? However, you want to get her anyhow, so what will you do? Well, there are many ways. Watch the whole video to find out the methods used by the protagonist in this anime list. Jokes aside, hello guys, it's Anime Mad Lad here, and today we will be talking about the top 10 hypnosis mind control anime. But before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. The best is in the last, so watch the whole video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. Number 10, Gakuen Simon Rado. Other students always bullied Futoshi due to his ugly face and fat body. The girls in the class called him smelly and stayed away from him. His father likes to invent weird things, and he often sends them to him. One day, he got a package from his father. It included a cell phone and a letter attached. This letter said he could hypnotize anyone he wanted by using this phone. He initially didn't believe in this, but he decided to try it anyway. So, he went to Sayuri's house, which is next door. When he tried it on Sayuri, the gadget worked like a charm. After that, he plans to repay the students who made fun of him. The students who come to his mind first are his bully Nagisa, rich and haughty Himino, and last is his high school sweetheart Yuna. Futoshi is going to make sure that they get their fair share of the treatment that they deserve. This is a funny anime, make sure to watch it.
100万以上もカツアゲしておいてまだ足りないんですか、このクズは。相原、昨日までの僕とは違うのですよ。
Number 9, Succubus Apply Gakuen Simon.
見つけた。
なんだ、やべえ、変なサイトで。
The story is about a high school boy who during his class receives a strange application, which has a message that says that with this application, he will be able to give orders to any woman without her remembering or refusing. He doesn't believe in this, but he still tries it on a girl named Fujimiya in his class. It is then that he realizes that what the application said is real. When he returns home with suspicion, the succubus Rita appears, telling him that Yuma has been selected as a candidate for the app's tester. The next day, when he confirmed that Fujimiya's memory of yesterday was vague due to the influence of the application, as the next step, he make Fujimiya to fall for him exclusively and start to use the app to make girls in his school to fall for him and do whatever he wants. You should definitely watch this one.
ちょっとやらしい視線を感じると思ったら何よあんた。誰よそいつ。
別に。
何よこそこそと。あんた気持ち悪いわね。
催眠ワードか。そうだな。催眠開始。
あんた、ちょっと来なさいよ。
Number 8, Hyonyu Onna Senshi de Jesus Simon.
俺の人生は大きく変わった。頭が力を与えよう。なんだ。他者を意のままに操る力。
The story takes place in a coliseum where the world's strongest warriors compete to take first place. At the top of the pyramid is a young red-haired warrior who, thanks to her strength and ability to wield a sword, was recognized as the best fighter in the arena. Also at the top is the priestess of the kingdom. She retired a long time ago due to her marriage. But then she returned to fighting again because she needed money to support her family. In addition, among other warriors there is a dark elf who is fighting for the revival of the dark elf forest, destroyed by people, and now this girl wants to take revenge on the human race, and at the bottom of the pyramid is a weak man, thanks to the acquired hypnotic abilities, is now able to resist all the fighters in the arena, as well as arrange a good show with female rivals. The animation of this anime is amazing, and have a decent story. Enjoy the show!
なるほど。昨べのはそういうことか。
よう、私はステルラ。いい勝負をしよう。
ああ、こちらこそ。
Number 7, Kyonyu Reiju MC Gakuen.
の女子校だった。新理事長の就任に伴って新設された 特別推薦枠として初の男子生徒となった俺は入学して初めて自分が学園唯一の男子生徒であることを知った。甘酸っぱい学園生活への淡い期待は完膚なきまでに叩き潰され、身をすくめて。
Can you imagine what it'd be like being the only male student in a girls' academy? While that might sound like heaven to some, for Takumi it's not. The private Okio Gakuen is a boarding school for girls. From this year, the education policy changed due to the change of president, and boys will be admitted. The boy who entered there was Takumi. Arisa, the highest authority in the school, she is a girl who has won the chairmanship because of her excellence as well as her prestigious family. Arisa and her secretary Yuriko, who looks down on the men, targeted Takumi, who came to the school alone and used it as an outlet for the anger of other students. Takumi is placed at the bottom of the school and every girl make fun of him. Eventually, Takumi realized that the president is the cause of the bullying. He was in pain but couldn't think of running away. When Takumi learns that Arisa and Yuriko are the cause of his unreasonable bullying, he steals the magic hypnotic tool, the music box, and attempts revenge. What will happen to Takumi, and as he will take his revenge? Watch the anime to find out the ending. Number 6, Kyonyu Kazoku Simon. After Yuichi's father marries another woman, life with his new family becomes dull. He also gets 2 new stepsisters of his age. He didn't interact much with his new stepmom even though she accepted him as her son and treated him kindly. Slowly he gets along better with his new stepsisters Akiha and Natsuki. But he is not satisfied with their current relationship and he wants to take it a bit further and get close to them, maybe also inside them. Therefore, when he gets his hands on a laser pointer pen that can hypnotize anyone, he forms an evil plan to use on his family members and make his fantasies come true. This show is really so good, and there's a second season of this show, where the neighbors find out the secret of the Mamiya family. The neighbors have gathered to discuss the indecent acts they have heard. Nana, one of the neighbors, gathers to visit Yuichi and ask him if anything unusual happening around the house. What Nana doesn't know that Yuichi has the hypnosis pen in his possession. It doesn't take long before Nana falls prey to Yuichi's twisted device.
Mifuyu-san.
Number 5, Kyonyu Princess Simon. Farasha is the first princess and also a princess knight. One day she accidentally saw a sight she couldn't imagine in her dreams. In front of her was her little sister and the second princess, Safina, and Tamina and the second queen doing some naughty stuff with a stranger. Suddenly encountering this scenario, she screams at the man and draws her sword at him. But when this mysterious man speaks, she feels like she has to obey this command no matter what. Then she also joins them. This mysterious man is Farron, who suddenly gets the power to control others at his command. So what fate lies for the Crush Kingdom, as this man orders princesses and queens to sit on his throne and obey his commands. The anime is very worth watching and the animation looks great, so enjoy it. Number 4, Kyonyu Hidozuma Onakushi.
今日もいい天気だね。森下くん。
白川先生、今日も綺麗だな。
Morishita Wataru grew up on a motherless family, but despite his lonely environment, he worked hard and managed to enroll on the prestigious Usui Academy. The school is run by an old scholarship rule in which the students' grades are tied to the teacher's evaluation, so the teachers inevitably gives the students a strict education. Morishita has good grades, but on a class where everyone is an excellent student his grades were below the average. His homeroom teacher Tsukishima Kyoko was particularly strict on him, and not only about his grades, but even on his daily life. Morishita was very stressed between the difficult studies and the harsh teaching, but he had someone to help him. She was the assistant homeroom teacher of his class Shirakawa Miwa, a kind, maternal woman who understood Morishita's circumstances. However, she suddenly announced her marriage, and Morishita, who lost his friend and only moral support, fell into despair. Naturally, he couldn't concentrate on his studies and ended up getting the lowest score on the scholarship test, ending up going to special classes after school. His stress was bigger than ever, now that her admired Miwa was going to be another's man, woman, and his grades are the lowest. At that moment, his smartphone started to vibrate. Checking it out of curiosity, there was an app he had never seen called Hypnosis app, and then his adventure start. If you want to know what happened to Morishita, you definitely need to watch this anime. Number 3, Kyonyu Elfoyako Simon. The Kingdom of Agrarial is a land of elves surrounded by forests, a nation ruled by high elves for generations, including the current Queen Ifildis. It is no exaggeration to say that it is one of the centers of the world, with its outstanding power and influence on the surrounding areas. Behind the prosperity of the elves lies a strictly controlled breeding law. Elves are known for their longevity, but they are not free to procreate as they please. They went to a place called the Sanctuary of Life when their bodies were mature enough. At this time, a ritual is performed under the supervision of the high elves to give them new life. The ritual is so sacred that only a few high elves know its reality. A single human with a particular power is going to put all of that into question. This is a good show, enjoy it. Number 2, Ichirare Fukushu Simon.
盛り上がってるみたいだけどこんなところで何してるのかな変態くん
Everyone and everything is just a toy to her, playthings for her to use or destroy. This sad, lonely fat kid is no different than an ant on the sidewalk to her, and after she found him in the girls' locker room, she's never will let him hear the end of it, or so she thought. Tazaki has been caught in the girls' locker room at school. Even worse, he got caught by Azumi and her friends, the most notorious bullies in school, with photos of him at hand as blackmail. The trio turns Tazaki into their personal slave. Things change when Tazaki unwittingly hypnotizes the girls and plants suggestions in their heads that having a relationship with him is the ultimate insult. Tazaki, a completely submissive man who's often pinned to the floor, pretending to be the victim. These girls constantly bully Tazaki, unaware of his ultimate goal. Aside from him enjoying it, Tazaki wants to humiliate them by breaking his hypnotic spell at the right moment, so they can understand what really happened. This hypnosis anime is very depressing, especially at the end, but the overall experience is worth having. And number 1 goes to Simon Saishido.
僕田中はじめは催眠感
This anime definitely blew my mind with the plot. On a dark, gloomy day at school, the main character, Hajime, hypnotized the whole school and made students and teachers gather at the school stadium for a special announcement. Hajime is the appointed love counselor, and his job is to offer guidance to girls who have or plan to have boyfriends. Each girl is required by law to undergo guidance from the counselor, and his orders are absolute. As you can imagine, this is nothing but the hypnotic spell Hajime had placed on everyone at school. Hajime's hypnosis is unbreakable, so he's not in a hurry to make it with his victims while giving them a sense that nothing is wrong. He's so confident in his hypnotic hold that Hajime even make it with the girls as their boyfriends watch with impunity. His hypnotism is so good that the students and teachers feel everything is going all right. This anime is very self-explanatory. I will let you find out what will happen to Hajime. I will definitely recommend you to watch this masterpiece anime.
もし付き合ってるのだとしたらレイナあなた随分と男の趣味が悪くなったわねちょっとママ失礼じゃん
何か誤解されてるようですねお母さん
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As much as I had fun making it for you, I would appreciate it if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell icon to keep you updated of all our videos. See you in the next video. Take care.
連絡先をそうならそうと早く言いなさいそっちが話を聞かなかったんじゃん行こうはじめ待ちなさい悪いけどテストさせてもらうわよ